Mm-hmm. Hello, Saints. Y'all here? Mm, I got to talk about a little something. You know, we find something to talk about every day. But today, what has caught my attention is this ZT, this low life piece of shit that wants to show my ass crack all over the internet. So we're going to talk about it. How y'all doing today? Hi, Prince A. Kenita Russell. Raymond Davis. Oh, dear. This pig. Girl, how y'all? Black Before Beauty and Tiffany Davis. Hi, y'all. Lord, I'm sitting up here minding my own business, and I see this freak done take a picture of me in my own apartment, girl. And when I stand up, if it's that important to you, boy, we can show you some more, honey. I stand up, girl, and when I stand up my pants, girl, let me give me a little taste. This much of my ass crack showed on the screen, girl. And this nigga, this prostitute, has then taken that snapshot, girl, and posted it on her line, talking about my drawers don't fit me. Listen to me, shoot some boy. ZX Monster. ZT Monster. Excuse me, ZX. Now you ZT. Boy, I haven't went off on you in a while, and I see you need a correction again. You a low-life piece of shit. Don't you worry about my ass crack. One thing you can be sure of, nigga, mine's not for sale. Yours is, right? Isn't it true that as a prostitute, you are only focused on the money? That means if a 400-pound white man with hair up the crack of his ass wants you to eat that ass, girl, there's a price for it because you are a prostitute. You are selling your ass. You are over here presenting that you are a nurse. How in the fuck you gonna be somebody's nurse, girl? And then you moonlight as a prostitute, Miss Thing? Didn't they just catch your punk ass girl selling ass crack on the goddamn internet? Talking about who you are. What kind of, you say you're some kind of top bitch? If I open my goddamn door and a bitch like you standing there talking about she a top, I'll punch you in your goddamn mouth. How dare you waste my time? You're a sissy. Little ugly ass queen. I guess you thought you really read me, girl, selling pussy on the side. That's a goddamn shame. And then you go down there and dealing with them old people, putting your hands all in their face and stuff. Filthy ass pig. So hashtag not for sale, nigga. And I know about prostitution. Actually, I know quite a bit about prostitution, girl. And I know what you're doing for $1, nigga. You gonna demand $250 for that? No, you're doing more than you want to talk about, sissy. And I ain't never heard of no trick being rejected because he's too big, too ugly, or too old. You know who buys prostitutes, male prostitutes, girl? It's old ass men, bitch. So while you're so involved in my ass crack, believe me, if I threw in an extra $20, you lick it, motherfucker. You nasty little bitch. How y'all doing this morning? Yeah, you can see it. Girl, I ain't saying that much of my booty crack, girl. And it's excited that pump. It should excite you, bitch, because that's what you're working with. That's who your clients and do you call them clients or are these customers, girl? We don't know that there's gonna be very many of them, girl. But for somebody to find your ass attractive enough to actually break off anything more than $30, girl, it has to be pretty disgusting. We're talking 60, 70, and 80-year-old men, Miss Thing. You're opening your leg and let them put their nasty old crusty ass dick all up in your asshole. And you have the nerve to come on here trying to read some goddamn body, bitch. And then what is wrong with you, girl? Where you have actually gotten 2 months behind. Was it 2 months or 3 months behind they were talking about? I don't dox, so girl. I don't know. I don't look for the facts, bitch, because I'm not that interested, girl. But weren't they exposing you that you were in court, girl? That you ain't even paid this apartment that you're flashing, girl. You ain't even paid the rent for it for 3 months, girl. So what? We supposed to believe now that you have caught up on the rent? How did you catch up on the rent, girl? Surely it's not from that old withered ass asshole to yours, girl. That ain't gonna bring but so much, Miss Thing. Anybody can go on there and open an ad. I can go on that goddamn pitiful ass page, Miss Thing, and open an ad. Nobody's gonna stop you from opening an ad. That don't mean you're getting the clientele, however, Miss Thing. You need to go back to that thing and say pussy for sale, bitch. Because it's all you got to work with, girl. You need to open your ass crack, put your face in the goddamn dirt, nigga, and let them fuck the shit out of you. That's what you're selling. Ain't nobody gonna be laying up or nothing like you. No goddamn ZT monster laying up on top of them, girl. So you disrespectful little piece of shit. Tell us more about, I need to know more about this job. Because you told me and the rest of the world on several occasions that you made 6 figures wiping ass. Oh, that's what that would explain it. This is what you do for a living, really? So you really are in tune to ass, because not only do you sell your asshole, you wipe old people's ass for a living. That's your job, right? This nursing assignment you say you have, girl. When every time you're in the break room for hours talking online, not only do you not look like a nurse, but none of the other co-workers look like nurses. They all look like what do you call those people? ETNs or whatever the fuck all that shit is. I don't really care. But none of them look like nurses, girl. So basically, you work in the midnight shift. You go in there, you help people change their diapers, and you wipe ass for a living. Maybe that's why you're so in tune to the 1 inch you saw of my ass crack, this thing. You need to work on sending me $50, bitch, since you want to use my image of my ass, girl, because mine's not for sale. Yours is. Mm-hmm. Just line them up, baby. Drop a load. Pump and dump on the stupid bitch. Leave the money on the counter, girl. I'm sure most of them want you face down, girl. Ain't nobody want to sit there looking no retarded looking, look like crackhead looking sissy, girl. I'm selling dick. Oh, I'm a top. Girl. I can't even imagine such a thing. This thing. Are there people like that in the world, girl? Are there really people in the world like that, ZT monster, that will actually allow you to get on top of them? I just can't imagine. Unless there's these old people. And since you're already in tune to working with old people, it's not that big a jump for you, right? Because you work at night on the graveyard shift where nobody's really up and alert. Most of the people are asleep. You're just basically there. That's what they're paying for you. For they can have staff on the floor. But when you're working the midnight shift, which appears to be what you do, nobody's really up. I mean, old ladies, don't they go to bed around 6 o'clock? Nobody's up, girl. You're just there. You do shit. You're not a skilled healthcare worker. You're not that, girl. And why can't you pay your goddamn rent? I'm serious. If you're selling all this asshole during the daytime or early evening, and then you're working a full-time job at night, girl, shouldn't you be able to pay your rent? No, because you're the kind of bitch that pays boys. I see the boys that you show on there. You are attracted to the young little bucks, right? You're attracted to the young bucks. Now I have experience with this. I used to have his roommate. Her name was Lisa Gomez. She's passed away, praise God. But she was a prostitute. She was such a prostitute that she actually had her face altered with big cheekbones and all that to look like a woman, right? Even though she's not transgender. Her only interest was making money. So she worked as a prostitute at night, right? She built a body where, I said, well, girl, how can you sell it when it's all wrapped up in all these pillows and stuff around there? And she said she worked in the head business, shall we say. But after her shift was done late at night, during the daytime, that's when she wanted to get the boys. And you know what? Every time Lisa Gomez went out and got trade for herself, pleasure for herself, because she was a meth addict, right? So when you're on meth, you're obsessed with sex, right? Every single time she wanted to have sex with somebody for her own pleasure, yes, what she did. She paid for it. She paid for it, girl, because that's all she knew about sex. You get a woman got to use what she got to get just what she want. Now there it is. Miss ZT, you hideous beast. Didn't I see pictures of you out there paying trade and tell them you're going to buy them cell phones and you're going to make them a star? And then you try to backtrack, bitch, and say, oh, no, I was just kidding. Nigga, you going to buy me this phone. I'm going to beat the fuck out of you. Oh, I'll get it. I'll get it. So you had to pay that motherfucker $600, girl, for a dick that wasn't worth 30. right? Because you want to pull up in your Camaro and you want to you want to act like you some kind of a highfalutin 6-figure woman, right? And you went out there playing with them D boys, honey, and they said, no, 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 nigga, you gonna give me everything you promised me, punk. I'm gonna beat your ass. And what did you do? You start kicking it out your ass. That's why your bank account stayed empty, and it's still empty. Because if it wasn't empty, you would pay your goddamn rent. Hi, people. Hi, Egyptian goddess. It's a damn shame. I got to go over and talk to you, little girl. She is such a low life piece of shit. Oh, hold on, man. What is this? It says changes you have made are not being saved. What? Leave site? No, I ain't leaving no damn site. I must have pushed something wrong. Okay. Cakes and snaps. Girl, what is an ass crack really? When you really think about it, girl, your legs at some point have to come together. You have a leg to walk on and a leg to walk on. This is your primary design, girl. We as humans have made it some big deal, this little piece of skin, right? But basically, it's just cleavage on your backside. But your legs have to come together, right? Now, some people, their legs come together with this big, enormous thing in front of it. And some people, it's just straight like a board, girl. It's just the legs joining together, which is what ZT got, right? But really, how really important is it, girl? Particularly when you work in the ass wiping business. I mean, that is your job, ZT. I mean, talk to somebody stupid don't know, girl. You work in nursing homes, girl. That's your primary thing. You change sheets, Miss Thing, right? So you're dealing with old people in their 80s and 90s, girl. You're wiping ass all day, right? And then when you leave the job, girl, you go home, you put an ad on whatever that site is called, girl. And these old people, because that's the only people interested in paying for sex. Certainly anybody's going to pay your punk ass. They would have to be old and decrepit, girl. You go over there, girl, and you bend over and you let them people put the old wrinkled up ass dicks in your asshole. Oh, fat old white men, girl. Everybody just go and take a turn, girl. Just give me the money. Just give me the money. It's a goddamn shame. You're supposed to be a grown ass man. A grown ass man selling asshole. Now listen here. I had my season. I had my silly season when I was slanging pain, but I was 19 years old, girl. We can do anything at that age, right? It don't take nothing but a win, girl, to make it hard. You a grown ass bitch, and you are still got these people, these old people coming in there diving and digging in your asshole. You're a disgusting pig, is what you are, nigga. And you worried about my pants sagging for 1 inch, girl? What is your style of fashion, the ZT monster? What is your style of fashion, bitch? You sitting up here trying to dress like a 19-year-old girl so you can try to trap these boys in, right? You've been sagging your goddamn pants, girl, for 30 years. That's how long sagging has been around. All your goddamn life, girl. You've been wearing your pants hanging around your ass because you ain't got no booty, girl. So they hanging all your funky ass drawers is hanging around in front of people, girl, all of your goddamn life. When you go see them old people, do you pull your pants up, bitch? No, because you are a 30, 40-year-old bitch, girl, who's still sagging. And you worrying about ass crack. Is this a bitch? ZT, I've told you before, and I'll say it to you again. You are what they call low bottom trash. That's what you are. I'm sorry. It wouldn't make any difference if you worked as a Secretary of State. You cannot take that poverty off of you, girl. You're a low-life piece of shit, girl. You talk like a low-life piece of shit. You walk like a low-life piece of shit. And let's talk about the decoration of this apartment you're bragging on, which you ain't paid the rent in 3 months. So you want us to believe now you come up with $6,000 to pay these people off, right? Why do you have your pictures, girl, hung up on the ceiling? This is a telltale sign of low life, girl. When you got to walk into the house and you got to look up at the picture, girl. What the fuck? I see you bought you a new couch, girl, probably on credit. And then you hung this stuff on there. And I even gave her, I said, well, girl, at least she did something. Little stuff, it looks all right. It looks like she bought it all in the same day, whatever. But why is she hanging it all up on the ceiling like that, girl? You ain't got no class, the ZT monster. Your style of clothing, girl, is pathetic. You're not a 19 year 20-year-old boy. You're fastly becoming an old bitch, right? And you're still out here trying to sell your ass. It is disgusting. Ain't nothing worse than going to the hostro, girl, and seeing some hooker out there with run over shoes, Miss Thing, leaning over to the left, Miss Thing, hanging onto a wall because she's leaning so goddamn much, trying to walk in stilettos, girl. It's over. Yes, it's over. Call it a day. What's the use in trying to sell it? Nobody wants your ass. Nobody wants your head or teeth. And it's clear to see. ZT Monster, let me tell you something, boy. In the gay experience, a lot of people, when they first come out, when I moved to the big city of Hollywood, girl, I realized, oh, there are people who want to buy my youth. Basically, they want to rent my youth. Correct? This is what you're supposed to be selling when you're a prostitute. That's basically it. They want to buy your youth, your beauty, whatever, girl. But that is something that is really very quickly over with, right? Ain't nobody want to pay no old ass bitch, girl. 35, what are you? 35, 37 years old, some kind of shit like that, girl. And you out here trying to sag your pants like you some young boy, Miss Thing, with all these silly ass duck shirts and just act your age, punk. You can't act your age because you're stupid. I know you're stupid, and you know you're stupid. That's what bothers you so much, girl. But for you to bring your silly dumb ass over here trying to embarrass me because you saw that much of the crack of my ass, girl, what are you putting on that site is what I want to know. I mean, you can't sell it unless you show it, right? It's for everybody. Anybody can go on there, girl. I wouldn't give a shit if you look like Quasimodo, Miss Thing. If you have the appropriate money, and you ain't getting no $250, girl. Maybe they give you $80, something like that. If you have the $80, girl, you can do anything you want to do. Why? Because you are a prostitute. That's why I'm here. Ain't nobody asking you to trick what they look like, girl. You are sucking on all them old ass balls. Ugh. Them old wrinkly ass penises, girl. They are greasing them up and shoving them up your asshole. They are telling you, they're giving you instructions, girl. Crawl like a dog. Y'all remember Mahogany? Mahogany, she was in Europe, right? It was played by Diana Ross. And she married this rich man. She thought she had it going on. She had went there. She had become successful in her career as a model and as a fashion designer, right? Her name was Tracy something. And then she married this old white man, right? He's old, honey, but he's rich. And on their wedding night, after she was so excited about the marriage, oh, honey, we're married now. And you know what he told her, girl? He said, get on the ground and crawl, you dirty black bitch. I'm not making this shit up, girl. When you have sold your soul for $80, Miss Thing, they'll tell you to do, I like my feet. I got corns and bunions. Could you suck those bunions? Oh, that costs extra. Okay, I got 10. I got 10 on it. I got 5 on it. Could you suck between those toes? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Because you're prostituting, girl. You're not out there trying to do what you want to do. Nobody asks you what you want to do or what pleasures you or makes you happy. No. They are paying for your services, girl. And you will do what they tell you to do, girl. Right? If they want you to bark like a dog when they shove it in your ass, girl, that's what you'll do. Why? Because you are a prostitute. The ZT Monster. So don't you worry about the crack of my ass, bitch. Mm-hmm. Hello, people. Am I neglecting y'all? Talking all filthy and nasty. Mm-hmm. Look at that old man's cracks. You ought to be used to it, bitch. You in the crack wiping business, ho. Maybe when I get 20 more years older, girl, I can call you, come over here and wipe my ass after I take a dump. Silly ass. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to comfort somebody. That's pitiful. Every time you try to read, girl, it's just so it's comical because you're so stupid. To sit up here and watch some stupid ass fool trying to convince somebody that she's somebody special and she's rich and she's all this kind of shit. girl. And the people got court documents showing you ain't even paid your goddamn rent. You ain't paid your rent. You are so far behind in your rent that you had to go and start an ad and try to sell that old crusty ass thing. And you're only able to do that because you already know the business, girl, because you're in the business of buying people. That's what you do. You buy and sell. You ought to put on your goddamn apartment door, girl. We buy and sell. Sell to old men, buy from young men, girl. We've seen it. I don't know why you thought you were supposed to film it, girl. Dumbass. Out there hanging out in front of the liquor store trying to impress somebody, girl. What do? Sit back in the Camaro, girl, looking over to the side. Though you may not drive a great big Cadillac, gammon in the back, sunroof top, you dig in the scene with the gangster lean, gangster white walls. Sitting back here in them silly ass shirts, girl, and them silly ass sagging pants on a 35-year-old bitch. Y'all want to ride with me? I'm six figure. Girl, please. All sex is to you is prostitution, boy, on both ends. Now you talk to somebody who don't know. Believe me, I know. Ain't ZT, the dude with the bump pumps on top of his lip. Oh, he had bumps on his lips. Lord have mercy. I heard about the lips. I heard about the sores on his feet and on his hands. ZT is that punk that's always want to call homosexuals faggots. She's one of those, girl. Self-loathing fag. So she calls everybody fags. Everybody's a punk. Everybody's a sissy. That's why I will address you accordingly, boy. You hate yourself. You've never experienced going on a date with someone, girl. Never. I can look at you and see. You're not date material. You've always paid for it, girl. Right? And now you're trying to sell it. Maybe one of your tricks told you about it. Oh, you got to go there. You can sell it on there. You can lie about your age. And then when they come to the door, they ain't gonna leave. They already drove there. They already hot and horny. Plus they're old, so they got to go to bed early, girl. Please, sissy, talk to somebody who don't know. He is a prostitute, Kenitha. No, I mean, I don't like the doxing thing, but we have to at least acknowledge what happened. The people found him, I think it was a month ago, on this damn site. I didn't look it up. This site where prostitutes go, and he was on there prostituting himself, right? It's undeniable. And then pieces of shit like Jay Wilson, who say they don't dox, they dox him. And they come up with the information that he is in court because he has not paid his rent. So we don't know if it was a desperate attempt to pay his rent where he starts selling booty hole, or was he just selling booty hole and still couldn't pay his rent? We don't know which came first, the chicken or the egg, girl. But what we do know is that asshole was for sale on this site, whatever it's called. Right? She's trying to present like she's some young stud. Mr. I'm telling you, ZT, if I answered an ad like that and I arrived at a location and you opened the door with your silly queenie ass, girl, and you were supposed to be the stud, I would slap the dog shit out of you, girl, for wasting my gas, wasting my time, bitch. Don't you want to do it? Excuse me. Get it, bum. Down there, bunny bum. Y'all want to see my baby new haircut? He got his haircut. Come over, beautiful. Get your ugly ass over here. Look like a rat in the face. Get your bum over here. Look at my baby. He got him a haircut yesterday. And it look cute, look different, don't he? Ain't got no hair on him. Say hi. How you doing, people? What you doing? Oh, you look in the camera now, Squeenie, because you're feeling confident because it's so cute. Let me show you that beautiful tail. I said, don't touch the tail and don't touch the ears. There you go. There you go, my handsome baby. Say hi. Hi, people. How you doing in there? Get down. Oh, he smells so good, too. Ain't easy to do. Bump, okay. He always over there. His reads are so pathetic and so pitiful, girl. They make no sense. He just makes shit up, right? But people can find humor in that, girl. Look at this low-life piece of gutter trash, girl. I don't know. Some people, when they leave the projects, I lived in the project several times myself, girl, when I was a young boy. Some people, when they leave all that behind, right? And some people, the poverty is so stuck to them, right? This boy he's from the low bottom, and it's stuck to them, right? So all of their life, all they ever gonna be is low-life trash. This is the way he talks. This is the way he walks. This is the way he interacts. This is why he buys boys. This is why he sells his ass online, girl. Because he's trash. You're a trash boy, and you need to leave grown folk alone, honey. I'm sorry that it offends you so much that you saw 1 inch of my ass crack, girl. But I don't know what you thought you were going to destroy me because you saw that, girl. Especially coming from a bitch who cleans ass for a living. You are, honey, your hands are reek of shit. You clean the toilets, you change the bed sheets, you wipe ass when you have to, you lift old people up so they can change their diapers, girl. And this is the business that you're in. So why are you so amazed by an ass crack? I don't understand it, girl. And how do you feel, since we're on the subject of prostitution, this thing? How do you feel when them old people come in there, girl? They got fat stomachs, they got wrinkles, they got these bags of skin all over them, girl. And then you go down there and suck on the. Is there even a clean test? Are these people coming from work, girl, and coming right to your door, paying their money and sticking their dick in your mouth? I'm just telling you the truth, girl. What you gonna do? Reject them? Oh no, you gotta go away because you don't smell clean. No, Miss Thing. Give me that money, money, bitch. That's what you are. You're a prostitute. They tried to help you, girl. They couldn't. They couldn't take you out of the life. It's all in you, all over you, girl. That's the best you'll ever be. It's really a hope. But you stumbled into this thing probably with some kind of Job Corps program, girl. I'm not impressed. Some Job Corps program when they tell people how to change diapers, how to change bedpans, girl. And you work in old people's old folks' homes, girl. And they're always looking for help, right? They're always looking for help. So it's a bit of job security. But I don't think they even had the money to pay somebody $100,000 for that, girl. They have to pay several people. I assume they have 3 or 4 people on each shift because people come in and out of the room where you're talking there, right? And because you're in the break room talking for hours on YouTube, that tells us, girl, that you're on the graveyard shift. There's no activity, and you can sit there, girl, and just kick back because basically you're paid to just be there, right? Be quiet, baby. Calm down. Not for sale. Hashtag not for sale, baby. You can think anything you want about it, but you will never get it, bitch. Not for all the tea in China. Rico, that situation was horrible. You always talking about AIDS. This is another one of these faggots that always talking about faggots and talking about AIDS and everybody got disease and how filthy they are and all this kind of shit, right? And then she goes and pays for Rico to come to goddamn Las Vegas, nigga. You came there because you wanted to have Rico. What's that tell us about your own self? Right? Why do you feel so comfortable inviting a guy who you know has HIV, is HIV positive, to have sex with you? Why would you feel comfortable doing that? It sounds like you might have your own issues, girl. And don't sit up here and act like, oh no, I always say I ain't got nothing. Miss Thing, I've dealt with so many characters in my lifetime, girl. And no, you are just exactly the kind of bitch who will be HIV positive yourself, girl, and still sitting up here talking about people with HIV positive. You, girl, it's all about it. Will they catch me? Just like they caught you about not paying your rent about this apartment you're trying to brag about, girl. Just like they found you on a sex site selling your asshole for $250, which is a joke. And it might be, who would waste their money like that, girl? Well, maybe you're getting people on dementia and stuff, because we are talking about old people buying boys online, right? Anyway, well, I just lost my chain of thought. What was I just saying? I forget. It must not have been too important. A booty salesman. That's all you can do, girl. Just drop it. Put your face in the pillow, bitch. Squeenie is all that. Didn't he look handsome? You little rascal. He looked cute with his hair, but it's like a totally different person when the hair is gone. He's an LPN. That's what he is. So he make $20 an hour. Yeah, but he's only in he's doing graveyard shit. Girl, look at him. This is a person who walks around with a do-rag, girl, and sagging pants in their mid-30s, girl. He's an idiot. That's the kind of people you find on the graveyard shift, girl. They ain't doing nothing. How many 90-year-old, 80-year-old people you know living in nursing home, girl, who are up at 12 o'clock at night? This is when he comes to work. He only there if there's an emergency, somebody done shit on himself or something like that. She'll rush in there to go to change the plastic in the bed, and the bedding, the sheets, and all that kind of stuff, right? So you got to lift the person out of the bed. You got to know how to get them in a chair, this thing. Then you got to clean their ass. They can't clean their own ass. They're in their 90s. They're in a nursing home, for Christ's sake. She knows how to bathe them. Bathing time, Miss Minnie. Miss Minnie, bathing time. Oh, how exciting. That's what he does for a living, girl. But the point is, at least that's work. It's honorable work. It's work it's honor in all work, girl. But she comes on from there, and now she's trying to sell that thing. Oh, that I don't, girl, you better watch out. Cause that sissy is all about selling that thing. Ain't nobody buying that shit, girl. Honey, people talk about weight a lot on here, right? But that's among the old people. Honey, black men are known for having pecs. Bodies. People who are in work as prostitutes, they are known for being beautiful. When he set the price, girl, he was setting the price based on somebody who actually has a nice body, who has washboard stomachs, girl, who is masculine in his nature, girl, who can perform the task at hand. This silly little skinny ass sissy, you go in trying to $250. They last about $250, girl. I think it's a last that you even asked for that. Okay, that's it. We surrender. I gotta watch my ass now. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, girl. You gotta watch it because you got these booty watchers. Baby, go with your bum in there. Go watch cartoon. You don't want to go. Come on, get it, bum. You don't want to go? Don't make me go in there, Daddy. I want to stay with you. Okay, try to control yourself. Now, if I go in there, he wants to be in there. He wants to be wherever his daddy is. So now, so Rico went on there, clowned the boy, and damn near got in a fight with the boy because not only does Rico drink, this fool drinks. And does God knows what else. His trade is crackheads, right? So you can only imagine. They start playing around, girl. Rico picked that boy up like he weighed 20 pounds. All this big time talking shit, he gonna kick ass and all this stuff he gonna do, girl. And Rico was just flinging that boy around there. If he actually got mad when he was doing that, he'd beat the shit out of him. Right? So you're so concerned with HIV and AIDS. You always talking about HIV and AIDS, something that we dealt with 30 years ago, girl, and got a lasso around 20 years ago, right? Where it's not the deadly disease. Instead of being a supporter, you on here talking about faggots and you talking about AIDS and who's dying and all this kind of shit, right? And yet you want to fly this boy to Las Vegas. We are not talking about taking somebody off the street, girl, and taking them upstairs to your apartment. You flew this boy across country. After months of saying that he had this disease, Rico ain't ashamed of it. He told you what he had, girl. Why are you so confident doing that, Miss Thing? You pig. And plus he's selling booty and ain't got no booty. Oh, that's what I was saying. These guys on these these hoes and things, prostitutes, whatever. I ain't got no judgment. You young, they will give you $300 for a few minutes of your time, whatever. But he can't demand no fees like that, girl. That he's just trying to trick somebody. He's what you call a catfisher, girl. He go on there and be one person online, and then when you got there, here you got Liberace. What you gonna deal with that? How would you deal with something like that, girl? This motherfucker got to fight people to get money out of them, girl, because they ain't not giving you $250 for that. I'm telling you. I've been in the game way too long, baby. That ain't worth no damn. That's not even worth $60, really. Anything more than that, you're a damn fool. You got dementia. He been lying on you for years. Who been lying on you for years, Nutbush? Nutbush city limit. 25 with the speed limit. They go to church on Friday. No, they go to church on Sunday. The cabaret every Sunday. They call it Nutbush. All Nutbush. Or the Nutbush city limit. Cold pussy for sale. Oh, excuse me. That's just the salt and sugar. He been lying on you for years. Child, that boy, he don't know how to read nobody, child. He is just like a minstrel. He come on here telling everybody how much he don't need to be on YouTube. You know, why are you here, bitch? I mean, if you're a career woman, how are you a career woman? You got to sterilize your hands constantly from playing in shit all day on your shift, girl. And you want to come here and present like you somebody. Mistake, shut up, girl. He's got an immature mind. Sweeney, baby, I agreed to let you stay in here, but you can't bark, okay? You can't bark. I know it's hard. Don't give me the doggy look. Thank you. I might have to take my baby out in a minute. He tries, but he can't. He can't do it. There's people that don't know me. Just people that. What happened, Nutbush? So you had an ongoing problem with this boy, ZT? He's such a nothing. He's been on here for 10 years, girl. He's been on here since he got out of high school, Miss Hank. What is his number still like? Wait a minute. I can't show y'all what he has up there on me, girl. He is so excited about that little piece of skin. Lord have mercy. What do you put in your? What do you see? He said 0 tolerance. Okay, 24 hours ago, talking shit. Okay, with underwear he can't fit. What do you mean I can't fit my underwear? Maybe I like it sexy, bitch. And he didn't even try to pull them up. The beef sector needs to go shopping. Ooh, hashtag dirty ass at Timothy Blaine. Oh, you go on to hashtag dirty ass at Timothy Blaine. But then when we go up to your thumbnail, we see you have on white trousers with the belt hitting under the ass. You are a 35-year-old bitch. You are sagging your pants, stupid ass. Come on, let's go. I got to be careful now. I got these bitches looking all in my asshole. I'll turn on the cartoons for you, boy. Don't worry about it. No big deal. Get it bum there. The trash man's out there working, getting the bins empty from the trash room. That's why he's yapping. I hear him now myself. I got myself a little rooms to go outlet living room. He's so proud of that little apartment, girl. He done moved them. Apparently, Miss ZT's boyfriends, lovers, she calls them, girl, which is basically an old man who she tricked into being his caregiver. So she was being his caregiver, and she turned that into, this is my husband now. Why is that her husband? Because he pays the bills, girl. He takes his little Social Security check, girl, and he was paying the bills, Miss Thing. And then he called that her lover. Or why else would she be ordering trade, like having flying Rico into Las Vegas when they ain't got enough money to pay for their own ass to get on a plane, girl? They got to drive themselves there, girl. And he is paying for trade. If he's paying for Rico, he's paying for others, honey. Right? This is what he's calling his partner. And then he got some young boy who barely look legal age. So their mind is, they're not that they're slow, is that they're young, right? So an old bitch like this girl who's still trying to sag her pants and stuff like that, and to pretend like she's a young person, girl, this is all she could capture. And now the young boys, they done fell out and they don't went on about their business, right? So now she's in this apartment. She can't afford the damn apartment, girl. She can't afford it. If you're 3 months behind, you can't afford it, girl. You have to start looking for other accommodations. And then you're going to say, oh, I was just bored with that place. I'm a boss and a bully. Oh, I'm just bored with that place. How you doing? Talk to me, Brian. Mm, not Pastor being the trick. Well, break the story of the skip the game. Oh, it's called Skip the Games. Skip the Games. Okay, Skip the Games. Is that what it's called, Brian? Okay, hold on a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Now this place is called Skip the Games. Hold on a minute. Skip the Games. Skip the Games. Okay. .com. Uh-huh. Men skip the games. Okay. Uh-huh. Skip the game. Okay. It's just all kind of prostitutes. Okay. 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 So now, do we know what his name is on there? Mm-hmm. I went to male escort for me. Okay, let me see. Skip the. What? I ain't putting all this shit on it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I might be adopting this fool. Okay, it's obviously a prostitution site. I don't like to get into all that doxing, looking up information and so forth, but we can report on whatever is reported, girl. You're on there turning tricks, Miss Thing. We saw that, girl. And you're pretending to be something that you're not. I think his name was Tony. Was his name Tony? And he said he's a versatile top. Whenever a gay person tell you they're a versatile top, they're bottom. For me, there'd be a punching bag. Wasting my goddamn time, bitch. $250, nigga. You better pay me for my gas that I used to come over here. Mm-hmm. Rolling all around on Rico. He thought he gonna get some of that Rico penis, honey. But got so drunk he couldn't make it happen. You must have felt like a goddamn fool. And Rico said and sent you the money back because you kept throwing it up in his face while he was there, right? That's what you can do with prostitutes, right? Because you don't have no respect for a prostitute because you feel like you have spent your money to buy their time, right? So there's very little respect when you prostitute yourself. Correct? Anyway, so he's used to telling these young kids that he picks up, girl, that he's the boss. I pay the cost to be the boss. I pay the cost to be the boss. Look at me. Know what you see? You see a bad sissy. He used to having them kind of people around. Everything is for pay. She ain't got no self-respect, girl. Ain't nobody gonna date her. She gonna got some old dude in a goddamn in a wheelchair with a philosophy bag and call that her partner. So she can say she married. She said she married for 20 years or some shit. Hell no. He made more than 20. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think he's on the low run. I think he works at nursing homes. I think that he is in charge of I mean, whatever you call it, LP something. I don't know. Not emergency shit patrol. Yeah, that's what he is. The emergency shit patrol. That's right, Lionheart. When somebody's had an accident in the middle of I mean, how much activity could you have on the graveyard shift in a nursing home? These people are dead asleep when he gets there and dead asleep when he leaves. Right? You ain't shit. Oh, excuse me. No pun intended. Hi, a view is a view. How you doing? I'm way behind. Let me see. Uh-huh. DZ said he calling on the dog. Just rude. She over there talking, running her mouth. Okay, don't make me go over there, girl. I ain't got to watch but 2 of your videos to read your punk ass, girl. You're so easy, Miss Thing. You're so stupid. So we are happy that a person who is special need, person who is slow, can get enough training. Whatever program they use, probably something run by the city where they have those. They have them here. People who are disabled, people who are low functioning, They have programs where they can train them to do the basic kind of stuff. This is all he falls in under, girl. If maybe they have a little certificate they give you from the hospital, we don't know if he even has that, girl. But if you're gonna brag about it, bitch, and you're gonna brag about all these 6 figures, you just like Jay Wilson. I don't know what you people think you're gonna impress somebody in other states, but you and Jay Wilson always want to impress somebody that you're making all these hundreds of thousands of dollars, girl. And then you're on here, girl, making fools of yourself for a few dollars. And you're selling your asshole, girl, just for whatever you can get. You ain't getting no 250, Miss Thing. I'm telling you, I can't see nobody giving you $50, $60. I guess that's the cheapest. Back in the day when I was active, girl, you wouldn't get more than 20. That's low run, right? He talking about me not pulling my pants up, girl. His thumbnail, his pants, he sags to where the line is way down here. Imagine some fool walking around now. His pants sag this low. All this right here is nothing but draws. And I would imagine booty crack as well. Then he got these tight ass, ugly ass shirts on here with cartoon characters on them, girl. So what is she talking about exactly? Buffoon. Then she put a do-rag on her head, girl, because her hairline is so goddamn wiggly and woggly. And it starts way back here, girl, but it's wiggly and woggly. This thing, you a mess. You a mess. How sweet as pie? Look at them lips. This is how them old people do. No. This is how them old people do. They make him oil them lips up because he gonna be doing all the sucking. If I'm gonna pay you hundreds of dollars, nigga, you better believe you gonna suck something. Something in here is getting sucked, girl. It ain't you, bitch. I ain't reading it for filth. Because I ain't watched her in months, girl. I just saw they show you these pages, the community pages, right? And it popped up. I said, wait a minute, that's my apartment. Girl, that's my ass crack. Posted about the ass crack specialist, girl. That's why she got a problem with ass crack, girl, because she's probably sick of him, honey. He wears underoos. Talk about my drawers. At least they're adult drawers, bitch. I never suspected that somebody be watching my goddamn drawers. But I am a 60-year-old man, so I guess, that's kind of what you do. Did I miss anybody? What else is going on? Court record. He also listed his man's name in the court record. The man left, apparently. The man said, enough is enough. I can't go on. I just can't do it no more. She being rejected by a man in a wheelchair with a philosophy bag. Lord have mercy, girl. Lord have mercy. Another sneak peek. Ain't no way, honey. Ain't no way. What else, y'all? Let me go backwards a little bit. He ain't never fit. He's always been the comic relief, girl. He goes on there and makes up shit about folk. Everything about him screams poor. Yeah, he's permanently scarred. ZT will always be street trash. That's what he's going to be. Whatever program put him on a little job, whatever. Well, we salute them. Y'all did good work. Y'all took somebody off the street, girl, and gave them something they could do. That's good. They can make a living. But apparently, the living is not good enough, right? Because she wants to be out there buying boys' cell phones and buying dick, buying balls, and all this kind of stuff, girl. She needs more money. Just like Jay Wilson. All these ones that complain, always bragging about all this money they make, girl. They must be the richest motherfuckers on here, girl. And they're the very ones that's constantly begging. Now, I don't know if this boy begs or not because I don't go to his page. It's so silly, girl. It's so ridiculous. But let me give you a word that you can hold on to, ZT Monster. You need to go to that wall, and everything that you have in that apartment, girl, that you probably be thrown out of it any day. We know you're being evicted. We need you to lower everything to eye level, right? Eye level when you're sitting down in your living room. When you're sitting down, it needs to be eye level, right? So you're seeing things, right? You're not looking up like this, girl, right? And when you're standing up, you hang things higher. But you're still at eye level, girl, at standing, such as a hallway. You're standing up. Then your eye level is higher. When you're in your living room, you're sitting down. So all that shit, them wires and shit you have on the wall there, girl, which you spent your little change on, it looks like you bought it all the same day. You need to lower it down to eye level, sitting down. You got that? Unless you're like me and you want to do salon style. Now, when you do salon style, you can start anywhere because the whole damn wall, girl. The whole motherfucking wall, girl. You see? But it's still eye level is the center of all your pictures. You have them up, you can have them low. If you can feel the whole damn wall up, girl. But as far as what if I hooked that mirror and just hung it up on the ceiling, girl, by itself? This thing. ZT, you ain't in no position to try to read nobody. You need to sit your poor ass down and stop making a fool out of yourself, girl. And stop letting them old people dump nothing in your ass, girl. It's disgusting. How do you feel? I mean, I don't know how I got through it as a teenager. I did it for one summer. The first summer I arrived in Los Angeles, right? But it didn't mean shit to me. I was a young boy, honey, you know. But now, as an adult, to think of some old man putting his ass in my face, girl, and requiring me to lick it, nigga. It's your self-respect. You a man. Mm-hmm. He can get it real close to a quarter meal. Well, I have to remember that, girl. them old folks home must be living large, honey. If they can pay each employee $1 million, girl, a quarter meal, he ain't getting no damn. Right, just like he getting 3. What did he say for the boyfriend package? He just copying what other people wrote for the boyfriend package. Then that's what was that? That was $300, $400, some shit like that, girl. Like somebody really gonna give you that? You would hope that you would get one client a month, Miss Thing, and he would have to have some form of dementia. Maybe one of your clients. Remember now, you took one of your clients who you're supposed to be looking after as being a nurse for, and you made that your husband, so you will have access to his Social Security. Remember, right? So maybe that's what you need to be advertising for, ZT Monster. You need to catch you another one, bitch. And maybe not one already in the nursing home. Oh, somebody gave me a cash app. Oh, thank you. Thank you, LaShonda. LaShonda Jones. I appreciate you. Mm-hmm. You probably don't like that ZT Monster. Mm-hmm. What is this? Okay. Oh, again, it's giving package. I just don't like people lying online. So you got to be aware of that kind of stuff, child. Now, y'all seen this ZT Pearson. Y'all seen him through the years, girl. Still can't get no more than a few subscribers. But y'all seen how he acts, right? Y'all seen this a woman. Even though she's calling everybody fags and all this kind of stuff, even though she's calling everybody at age, nobody looks more unhealthy than her. She is the most unhealthy looking bitch on here, girl. Rico looks a lot more healthy than you, ho. And obviously is in better physical shape. Anyway. So y'all seen what she is, right? Now you imagine a person like that. I mean, I know y'all not gay, but you imagine somebody advertising that they are some kind of butch top. They're some kind of do boy because they wrap a rag around their head and let their pants fall down. I just think it's so stupid when I see these men out here, girl. I see these men out here 40 and 50 years old, girl, still trying to hold their pants up when they walk. What the fuck? Still trying to walk around trying to hold their pants up. Well, what statement are you making exactly, stupid ass? Anyway, people. Anyway. At Holigan, wait a minute. 30 piece, including lamps and picks. Well, you have a program where you can go buy the whole thing at one time? Because it appears to be the living room, appears to be something that she purchased in one day. Because before she made the big reveal, there was nothing there, right? So she just went to back down to Levitt's or Wayfair or whatever, and she ordered everything, girl. And that might have been when she started slipping into the hole, when she was no longer able to pay her rent, right? Now, I hope you're not dependent on that sorry ass, flat ass of yours, girl, to try to make up this difference. Because even if it's just where'd she live at? Houston or some damn wherever she lives. I doubt it's more than $1,000. You get a whole lot more back there. Let's say it's $1,000. So now you owe $3,000, girl. That job is probably paying you $1,600, some shit like that, girl, minus the tax. You can't do it, this thing. You need to get you another old man who you can trick out of his Social Security to help you pay these bills, girl. You done moved in this place, and the next thing we know, you're going to be moving out of that place with some story about, oh, I just got bored with that place. And then the white people over there say, give me my goddamn money, motherfucker. Then she got to go through all the tricks to try to get it in other people's names, right? Because after you get those evictions, they follow you. You got to get it in other people's names. But I don't think the evictions follow you out of state, right? So as long as she doesn't let them know what state she lived in, they're going to get local. And that may have been how she got into this apartment, girl. She's in there by herself now. What is it, 3-bedroom apartment? The old people moved out. The young boys that moved out. And now she's sitting there by herself looking stupid and trying to come for me. AdSense ain't going to do it, baby. You can't pull the numbers, sister. All you got is a few people who've been dragging around behind your ass for years. You ain't adding nobody new. You can't impress nobody. You can't draw no new audience, girl. So you can't depend on AdSense, right? Probably you're getting from AdSense. I would guess that most months you don't even make the threshold. AdSense will not pay you unless you make at least $100 a month. I think you probably fall beneath the threshold oftentimes, girl. Most of the times. So the asshole ain't gonna do it. AdSense ain't gonna do it, girl. What you gonna do? Move into a studio shack, which is what you deserve. It's where you belong, really, because you are low life trash. Get a room somewhere, girl, and set your ass down and stop trying to be something that you're not. Live within your means and save your self-esteem, your self-respect. And them nightmares going to stay with you, boy. All that shit you had to do, people would make you do all kind of strange shit, girl. Putting them, I think the old wrinkly balls and shit she got put in her mouth for a few dollars. Ugh. A grown-ass man. Brianna showed the furniture set. It was like $1,200 for 14 pieces, girl. 14 pieces. Lord have mercy. So y'all telling me that the bedrooms, they also black and white, right? They're also artificial leather with black and white, right? Then he went and got a black rug in front of the couch, and then he put a white rug, which is not even the same size, in front of that, girl. The color scheme would work if he would take them pictures off the ceiling, girl, and set them down into a little room, right? That's because he has like a vignette, just something to be behind him, right? It's just a matter of taste. ZT. I always get him and ZT and ZX mixed up. You are the ZT monster, girl. And you have made a mistake come over here fucking with me. So I would advise you not to try to rebut, girl. Because if you rebut, then I'm going to go and watch a couple of them boring ass videos of yours, girl, and get enough ammunition to read you for the next year. Because you're so easy. I mean, come on. You're such trash. Leave me alone, boy. Leave me alone. You done enough, bitch. You done enough, bitch. You done enough, bitch. Leave me alone. You done enough, bitch. Thank you, Sean Bradley. All right, you guys. Have a wonderful, what's today? Let me wait 3 more minutes. So I get an even hour. What's today? Today Thursday already? Y'all enjoy the end of y'all week. Lord hammer, that 14 pieces for $1,200. Lord hammer. I mean, the chairs and things are like $1 a piece. Don't tell Jay Whistle about it, y'all. He gonna redecorate. Later, people.